and my report is on volcanoes in Yellowstone National Park. First, I will start with a joke. What did the volcano say to Pompeii? I love you. Now here's my report on Yellowstone National Park. My report is on Yellowstone National Park. Question, what is the biggest supervolcano in the world? With over 3,472 square miles, Yellowstone National Park is the biggest supervolcano in the world. Yellowstone National Park is the oldest national park in the world. It got its name from the Yellowstone River that runs through it. The Yellowstone River got its name from the yellow rocks that are along the river. Underneath Yellowstone National Park is the biggest volcano in the world. It has erupted 3 times, and the last one was 650,000 years ago. It formed a caldera, which is a cauldron-like feature that is from a collapse of land flowing a volcanic eruption that has had 3 lava flows since then. Imagine like baking an apple pie and not sticking holes in it for it to breathe in the oven. So when you put it in the oven, it explodes, and when you pull it out, all the air collapses and it forms a caldera. It's a fun experiment if your parents let you destroy the oven. You can see a huge sunken hole in Yellowstone Park if you look at the United States from space. So there's a lot of geothermal activity going on in the park. Our snow coach guide told us that there are 4 basic types of thermal features in Yellowstone Park. Our snow coach guide, number 1, hot springs. The hot springs are superheated pools of water. Hot springs boil to 199 to 212 degrees. Number 2, fumarole. The fumarole is a steam vent releasing pressure from superheated water underneath the earth. Number 3, mud pot. The mud pots are like acid hot springs that get their water from snow and rain. It's like a bubbling mud pit. Sulfuric acid decomposes the rock into clay and mud. The heat, water, and sulfur all combine to make a stink pot. Number 4, geyser. A geyser is a hot spring with water that erupts into the air due to pressure from under the ground. There are about 200 geysers in Yellowstone National Park. Old Faithful is one of the biggest geysers in Yellowstone National Park. It erupts every half an hour. The water it shoots up in the air is about 500 years old. The sulfur from the underground that comes up with the hot water makes the geyser stink too. On my trip, I saw all 4 thermal features and also waterfalls, lakes, canyons. I also saw animals like elk, bison, coyotes, ducks, and Canadian geese. Yellowstone is a beautiful place even if it is a supervolcano. There are many parts to a volcano. The 11 parts are, number 1, ash cloud, number 2, parasitic cone, number 3, lava, number 4, sill, number 5, ash, number 6, conduit, which is a pipe, number 7, lava flow, number 8, crater, number 9, throat, number 10, vent, number 11, magma reservoir. This is a picture I took of erupting geysers. You can't see that well, but it's okay. Sources, www.wordbook.com, www.google.com, and my Yellowstone Snow Coach guide, Joe, and my camera. Maricopa Osborne biography, quoted from www.kidsread.com. Maricopa Osborne grew up in the military, and by the time she was 15, had lived around the world. After graduating from school in the early 1970s, Mary traveled through Europe and spent the first 6 weeks of her trip living in a cave on the islands of Crete. She then joined a group of young people and traveled through 16 Asian countries. She was an acting teacher, a waitress, a travel agent, a window dresser, and a doctor's assistant, all before becoming an author. Now she is an author of many successful picture books. early chapter books, middle grade biographies, and young adult novels. In February 1993, Mary was elected the 27th president for the oldest organization for writers in the United States. Mary and her husband Will split their time between an apartment in New York and a cabin in Pennsylvania. I have a picture of the author and a book cover of Magic Treehouse, Ancient Roman Pompeii. Thank you for letting me present Evi1. That's not all I have. I have that in the bottom.